Hello, I'm Nicky Carew, one of the founders of the Changemaker Group. I recognise in many of the people I work with as a coach that the first reaction to a crisis is to be stoic, and I see that in myself too. Sometimes that's helpful, but we're in this for the long run together, and maybe we need to be a bit gentler on ourselves and how we're feeling. Honestly, I'm surprised about how anxious I've been, both on the potential of my family or me being ill or for the potential financial effects it's going to have on us. Both my partner and I are self-employed, and so we're having to look long and hard at how we're going to manage that. Having said that, I know we're luckier than most. Isolation is relatively easy for us, and we live in a really supportive neighbourhood and town, and for that I'm ever more appreciative. But the anxiety still comes and goes, and I have to learn how to manage it. And so the important thing for me is to recognize it and not bottle it up. The challenge for me right now, of course, is keeping my business going. Many of my clients have quite understandably diverted all their attention and resources to their immediate need to keep themselves afloat, and they're serving their community. And that's kicking my work down the line. So I've got a big hole in my finances. On the positive side, I can do most of my coaching and leadership work virtually, which in itself has been a challenge to learn the new technology. The other big challenge for me is to keep focused on all the noise of information and ideas at the moment. So I need to be clear on what's important for me and my practice. I'm used to one-to-one personal contact with people, so having to learn to talk to the camera like this is really strange and makes me really nervous. I'm used to being a bit of a news junkie, but now I'm restricting my news intake because that fuels the anxiety. But it's been really good to reconnect with so many of my past clients, just to see how they're getting on and to see if I can be of any help. And I'm also getting up to date with my professional reading, which has been sitting on the side, making me feel guilty. So and I'm also really enjoying fueling my soul by learning other things. The Open University's got some amazing free courses, and I've just completed one on appreciating poetry, something I've been trying to get a grip on for years. A huge support has been the Changemaker Group. We don't just have shared values and a huge respect for each other's professional abilities, but being supportive is a big part of our ethos. And the older I get, the more and more I value this kind of support, and I value my colleagues. So I really hope if there's a legacy of this crisis and this need for isolation, it would be that we all hold on to a sense of this community support. And elsewhere I've talked about how we benefit from getting together in groups of people that you can trust, and we can do this virtually and talk to regularly to help us focus and keep focused on what's important. We would love to hear how you're feeling and what is your story. And if you are one of the key workers, the NHS and all the people who are helping us through this COVID-19 crisis, my humble gratitude and respect to you all. And I can't get through that without crying every time.